Hello everyone, and I sincerely hope that you're all safe and healthy. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to humbly ask that you subscribe. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. This time I'm gonna be ambitious and ask for 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. We can do it, I believe. Once again, subscribe for more Bleach videos. Without any much delay, let's begin. Hollows have always been a major part of Bleach since the beginning. After all, a hollow is the reason we now have Ichigo, and Ichigo is technically a hollow. Since the beginning of time, hollows in the Bleach world have always been the odd ones out. You can call them the black sheep of all the species in Bleach. The home of hollows is Huecomundo, and up until Aizen subdued Huecomundo, it was just a wasteland of nothing but sand and cold filled with hollows striving to get stronger by devouring each other. That's harsh, to be honest, to have no other way of getting stronger besides eating your own kind. That's like living out your existence in extreme difficulty. To exist in a world of literally eat or be eaten is so unimaginable. So that's the brief outline of what hollows are, and don't even feel pity for them, because we know that hollows are dangerous. They will attack humans whenever they get the chance. The premise of our story today is set a long time ago. In the world known as Huecomundo, there were a few hollows who had risen to the top of the food chain. One of these hollows is who we all recognize as Baragan. He was a Vastolode level Arrancar and the self-proclaimed king of Huecomundo. But there was one hollow that fought against every strong hollow in Huecomundo. This hollow was truly different. It was a being overflowing with intelligence and Reiatsu, and it continued to evolve. It didn't belong to any faction or group in Huecomundo. It could be said that this hollow was so strong that it didn't see the need of being in a group, a sort of a lone wolf. This hollow kept devouring hundreds of thousands, if not millions of hollows, to the point where Huecomundo couldn't contain it, and so it ventured into the world of the living, where it continued devouring everything in its way, and even entered the Soul Society, where it ate countless Shinigami. Please keep in mind that this was only an Ajacha's level hollow. As it ate, this hollow continued to evolve. Yes, this being could evolve infinitely as long as it continued to eat everything and everyone on its way. It now resembled Aroniero's Glottonaria. This being couldn't retain the abilities of those it devoured, but the Reiatsu of the people it ate was accumulated inside of it to the point where even Baragan acknowledged it and referred to it as the walking disaster with infinite evolution. In fact, this hollow was so powerful that Baragan had to make a deal with it that they wouldn't interfere with each other. It is likely possible that there was no one in Soul Society who could kill it. This hollow even fought countless Shinigamis, and it could be even said that this hollow defeated a young Genryusai Shingekuni Yamamoto according to the text in the Can't Fear Your Own World light novels, because right after their battle, it decided to ascend to the Soul King's palace and devour Reiyo, the King of Souls himself, but after ascending, it was defeated by Ichibei. Now, due to this hollow having devoured millions upon millions of souls, Ichibei came to the conclusion that killing it would erase a lot of souls from the balance of the world, and that would tip the scales and almost lead to the collapse of the universe. That's literally just how many souls this hollow had devoured. So in conclusion, Ichibei decided that it should be sealed, and thus Oetsu Nimaya, the creator of the Zanpakuto, sealed it, and it was given the name Ikomikidomoe. Ichibei then used Ichimonji to take away the rightful name of the hollow and gave it the new name. Oetsu Nimaya later forged Ikomikidomoe into a sword and sealed its Reiatsu. Oetsu kept the sword until a worthy Shinigami would appear and be able to tame Ikomikidomoe and wield its power. Thousands of years passed, and during the attack of Yua on the Soul Palace, Tokinada's Yunayashiro stole the sword and gave it to Ikone Ubuginu, which leads us to the present times. So during the events of the Can't Fear Your Own World light novels, Ikomikidomoe is a hollow Zanpakuto wielded by Hikone, who it appears has been able to subdue the hollow and use it. So during the Can't Fear Your Own World light novels, we get to see Ikomikidomoe in action, and even when sealed without its true name, it was still a being with monstrous strength. It was able to fight and dominate Grimmjow, Haribel, and Neliel while in their resurrection and while being aided by the Stan Rita girls and the Mayuri Corps. While sealed as a Zanpakuto, Ikomikidomoe still demonstrated Arrancar abilities like opening a Giganta. When released by Hikone, it transforms into a big hollow-like being, and despite its size, it is able to perform Sonido effortlessly. For those who don't know, Sonido is the high-speed movement utilized by high-level Arrancars. In fact, the speed of its Sonido is described as being unstoppable. Ikomikidomoe also possesses high-speed regeneration. By absorbing reishi from its surrounding, it can rapidly regenerate almost any injury. It can also shoot arrows so easily. So during the final confrontation between Shunsui and his group and Tokinara Tsunayashiro in the Kogyoku, Ikomikidomoe was beginning to get overwhelmed by the teamwork of the Espadas, the Mayuri Corps unit, and the Stanrita girls. And that's when Hikone revealed that Ikomikidomoe could also go into resurrection like the other Espadas. And its name or resurrection command in this scenario is Ikomikidomoe Houraku Hake, which means 8 picturesque view of the Feng Huang's fall. The Feng Huang is a bird in Chinese mythology and could be the origin of what most of us know as the phoenix. And if you look at the kanji for Ikomikidomoe's name, there's a kanji that looks like a snake or serpent. If you join the Feng Huang and a serpent, what you'd get is something that closely resembles a dragon. It is later revealed that Hikone had a limiter, or what we Bleach fans commonly know as a Gentei Kaijo, and Ikomikidomoe's Reiatsu was the key to removing that limiter of Hikone. It can be said that Hikone was most likely created so that he could wield Ikomikidomoe. Much later on, when Hisagi had subdued Hikone with his Bankai and released her, Ikomikidomoe betrayed Hikone and attacked her. Hikone was weak, so Ikomikidomoe saw a chance to kill him. After all, he was the one who had subdued the hollow and used it like a tool, so Ikomikidomoe wanted revenge. But Ora Michibane intervened and separated the hollow from Hikone. But during that separation, Ikomikidomoe had managed to get a hold of the fragment of the Soul King that was in Hikone, and started to violently absorb the reishi in the Valley of Screams, after which it devoured the Soul King fragment, which gave him so much power that the seal Ichibei had placed upon him was weakened, and it could now speak its true name. But it wasn't its lucky day, because Zaraki Kenpachi was around and had released his Shikai. So right when Ikomikidomoe went to utter its true name, Kenpachi's Shikai cleaved through it, and the hollow was defeated in one fell swoop. It's later revealed that it reverted into a Zanpakuto. And that was the short but interesting story of Ikomikidomoe, the strongest hollow that wanted to devour even the Soul King. Although it's a little bit disappointing that we'll never come to learn of its true name. I would love to see Ikomikidomoe appear in later Bleach works, but that's it for today. Let me know what you've learned from the video, let me know what video would like me to make in the future, and as I said before, I hope you're all safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.